Who doesn't love au gratin potatoes? Well, today we're going to make the best au gratin potatoes you've ever had using Yukon Gold Potatoes and leeks. Okay, before we do this, the potato leek gratin, I just want to say I hope everyone's staying safe and doing the right thing during this weird, strange time. We stay at home a lot anyway because we're retired, but we're putting a video out about every other day, so please watch for that, okay? And I thought I'd mention, please hit the subscribe button down below so we can keep making these food videos. And Loretta, tell them how much it costs to subscribe.
It costs $0, and you get his latest menus.
Yes. If you hit the bell button too, then wherever that is, hit the bell button where it will notify you, okay? So thanks for watching, please, okay? And stay safe.
Thank you.
That's Loretta. Leeks. Related to onions, shallots, garlic, and chives, it's an elegant, milder substitute for onions that you can substitute in many dishes. And it elevates a potato au gratin to a more refined dish. And today I'm going to add a couple more things to make it more of an entree than just a side dish, kind of an entree casserole. And we're going to add chorizo. So we've got Yukon Gold potatoes, a leek or two, some garlic, some fresh thyme, some bacon, butter, Gruyere and cheddar cheese, chives for garnish, and also Panko with some parmesan to put on top at the end. It's going to wrap it up to a casserole meal. Okay, we've got to get this part out of the way. Now you can slice the potatoes by hand with a knife, which I've done hundreds of times. But it's much easier using a mandolin. As a chef, we love them, but they're dangerous. My least favorite thing to use. Now I've got a pound of Yukon Gold potatoes, like about 3 medium. I peeled them. I like to use this little handle that pokes in the top of whatever you're slicing. And yes, I'm using the glove. So what you do is run a few and check. And what you're looking for is about 1/8 of an inch. You can do thicker, but really 1/8 of an inch makes it a really nice, tender dish. When you've got them all sliced, put them in a bowl of cold water. Set them aside until you're ready to use them. The leeks. Very important. Here's what you need to do. Slice off the end. You're only going to use the white and light green part. Well, these I have a very short light green part, so I'm going to use both of them. Get rid of the rest. You can see right now there's dirt coming out of them. Let me show you what the deal is here. Slice it down the middle and look inside, and there's little bits of dirt. There it is, see? And we're going to rinse those off. Now once you've got them sliced in half, the white and the light green parts, and rinsed thoroughly, slice them down the middle again. Once you've got the leeks all sliced, about 1/4 of an inch, stick them in a bowl and put them aside. In a medium saucepan over medium-low heat, you're going to want to cook the chopped bacon until done. but not crispy. Turn it down a little bit. So when the bacon's done cooking but not crispy, remove it from the saucepan and put it on a plate with some paper towels. And drain almost all of the bacon grease. Put it back on the flame, add a couple of tablespoons of butter, and add your chopped leeks. Man, cooking leeks do smell good. Almost as good as shallots. Season with a little salt and a little pepper. Stir once in a while. Make sure the heat's on low. And let them go for about 5 to 6 minutes. After you've cooked the chopped leeks for 5 or 6 minutes, they've gotten nice and soft, you're going to remove the leeks from the saucepan to a bowl. Then add 1 cup of cream, a couple of smashed and peeled garlic cloves, a nice sprig of thyme. You can leave it on the twigs because we're going to strain this, and add a bay leaf and bring it to a simmer. Once the cream has started to come to a simmer, turn off the heat, cover the pan, and let it sit to steep about 15 minutes. By the way, for the chorizo, I took it out of the casing, crumbled it, and cooked it fully. Before using it. And also, by the way, the chorizo, totally optional. Completely, totally optional. If you let the chorizo out, you still have the best potato leek gratin you've ever had. So we want to strain our cream mixture into a container, and you can discard the rest of this stuff, the thyme and the garlic. Now, when we put this together, which we're going to do in about 12 seconds, if we need more liquid in the casserole while we're putting it together, we'll just add more cream, or half and half. Set it aside, get ready. Butter about an 8x8, 9x9 baking dish. For this size recipe, it's just enough. So we've drained our potatoes, buttered our baking dish, and we're going to start layering the gratin. Let's put half of the potatoes in the bottom of the dish. I'm just going to kind of guess it, but you're going to spread it around. Season lightly with salt and pepper. Evenly spread the cooked leeks all over the potatoes. Then the cooked chorizo. Again, this chorizo step, you can totally leave it out if you just want potato leek gratin, which is really good on its own, the best. But we're gonna ramp it up a little bit to make it more of an entree. Now, half of the cream mixture. Half of the cheese. And the cooked bacon. Again, you can leave the bacon off too, if you want. Layer the rest of the potatoes. Season lightly with salt and pepper. Rest of the cream. Rest of the cheese. I also like to put on some panko mixed with Parmesan cheese. Not a lot. Cover it with foil and bake in a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes. After about 45 minutes, take out of the oven, remove the foil, back in the oven for about 10 minutes. Take it out of the oven and let it sit for about 10-15 minutes. Cover it lightly with foil.